everyone. Everything seems to be working tonight, better than last week anyway. I won't go into the details, but it seems I had to download Business Suite on my phone. Facebook, you drive me nuts. I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang, Northern Victoria, Australia. So as you can see, I have my big boss here. I have my, you can see that, I have just my platform without the what do you call that? You know, the little, I could never call it, you know, the little addition to the platform, because I'll just shift that out for a second. Show you what I'm going to do. Show you this. I don't know if you guys, I explained this at class last week, but I didn't actually show the girls what I was doing. Whoops. So it's the Twigs and Sprigs embossing folder. Let me just find it. It is clearly marked in the annual catalogue. I've not used it much yet, but I've had a bit of a play with it over the last week. Where's our embossing folders? If I used the index, I'd be right, wouldn't I? I just tend to flip. Here we go. So it's, oh, goodness. So it's, yeah, I think you can see what I'm seeing there. So it's this one here, which is a, it's actually a hybrid embossing folder. So it will cut the sprigs out as it embosses. So I'll just show you what that means and how you need to do that. So I have already, I wanted to do some extra vellum pieces. The ones that I used for some of my cards, I had used the printed vellum, but I decided that was a waste because you couldn't see the printing once it was cut. So the die, guys, I think most of you have seen our dies, our other ones that go in. Just going to make sure that's in there properly. So that's in there properly. And you need to, if you want to get all the leaves in, you need to cut it a bit larger. I think that's about 11 centimetres by, I think it's about 15. So let's just, so I've got no platform, what is it called? Yeah, it doesn't tell me what it's called. It's this thing, this thin thing. So I haven't got that on there. I haven't got any plates. All I've got is the platform, and I hope that didn't move when I was doing that. No, it hasn't moved. Then I've got the grey plate. And you're all saying, but it's going to cut. Yeah, it does, but it doesn't wreck anything, as you will see. Can't get rid of that yet because I need to do something else. All right. Just turn that around the right way. Open this up and see what we have. We have this is our rubbish. So if you were doing, if you're a demonstrator and you're doing a class, you could have all your leaves cut in the one go. Isn't that cool? So that's the right side of them. I may use some of these tonight. just cut my nails. It's always a struggle with me. Oh, when I cut them, I won't be able to pick anything up. I know that, and of course I cut them before live. I was worried they'd break, and I hate that. So yeah, this is, I now got to pick them all up. Where's my little, you can see all my bits and pieces here. I have evolved. I had a bit of a play with my downline last week, and I couldn't, you know, the card that I half made, which was here, I couldn't get into it. And both of us were a bit tired, so Rhonda and I. So now I'm going to put that as far as I can over there again, because this time, I'll just talk you through what I've done here. Is I've firstly, not sure how long I'm going to last tonight. I'm not terribly well still. I've had a new addition to my previous diagnosis with something else I'd hit with a whammy last week. So I'm okay, but I'm just a bit tired. So I have done a lot of pre-organisation, prep. So I've cut that using the, which side's the right side? That side. Using this split texture die, because I wanted to, because you have all little bits of rubbish falling out of there, and I just wanted to be a little bit quicker, have some of the work done first. So this time I'm going to ink up this side of the folder, okay, with my white ink. I can open it. Just doing it on a bit of scrap paper because I don't, this is messy stuff and I don't want to get that everywhere. Just don't want too much. Over there, and making sure I pop that towards the right side of my die, so of my folder, trying to find just the right side, which is very difficult when your eyes are bad. I went and had them, I brought my appointment forward, so that was great. I had them done yesterday, so new glasses in a week to 10 days, so that's pretty quick. I'll get rid of that because there's probably white ink in that, and then we do the same thing, same base plate and the same grey plate to emboss with. Rid of this again because I don't think I need that. I think I've done all my die cutting. I can grab my little one anyway if I haven't. Place that. If you had the blue plate, you can use that too, or not too, instead of. You don't necessarily have to have, I hope you can hear me, you don't necessarily have to have the grey one, you can have the blue one instead. So then that is what you're left with. You could do what I did last week with the swiping, but I'll show you the first card that I did like that. I think you get I know you get a better result doing it this way. The only thing with this is it'll take a while to dry. Now I'm just going to take a minute, go throw that in the sink because I don't like to leave white ink set. Okay, I might grab my heat tool and just give that a hit. reason why we, did I explain that? Why we cut first and not emboss first is because if we did it the other way around, we'd be flattening our embossing, wouldn't we? So I've left myself little notes because I'm not firing on a full cannon at the moment, shall we say. So that's my inside. This is my... So I thought that... I've tried all different things, and I thought that... Where's my one I've done? I thought that looked rather nice on the white glimmer paper that you can buy in a pack with the red in the holiday book. So I've gone in just a bit on the edges there because the previous ones I did, I hadn't, and it was a bit difficult to raise up on dimensionals, and I think this one will look a lot better raised up on dimensionals. Feeling better, just really tired. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon I'm done in, so but we'll get there. An appointment this morning, and I finished the tags for the bags. I'm doing a Christmas, a full-day Christmas class. That's why I'm finishing at 3 next Saturday, not tomorrow, next Saturday. So yeah, let's find I've got now so I finished the yeah, I'm not sure whether they're going to fit there, are they? Let's see. I think those pointy bits are going to get in the road. Well, I think, yes, I finished the tags. I can't talk and work at the same time. That's a pity, isn't it? I finished the tags for the bags this afternoon, and I've cut up one set of cards. Our supplies came today, girls, those girls that are doing the class, so that was good. I didn't want to start cutting up and have to have half done and not have any supplies to continue. So Postie came as I was backing out, and I'm thinking, who's that fool behind me? I need to get to my appointment. He's going to hold me up. And it was Shay with my parcel, so from Stampin' Up, I'm like, yay, can you just chuck it in the back, mate? So that's good. Good to be getting organised. I'm going to go down that side. We might need those. Might as well use that. Need these tiny ones, perhaps. Now the top of that came off. Let me look. Maybe a couple of these strategically placed will work. Use that instead of an oh. But don't poke yourself now. Don't bleed. I'll have to go and get a band-aid, and goodness knows where they are. Yeah, in the bathroom somewhere, but in this house actually. Someone asked me today, do you miss anything from your other little house? And I said, yeah, I do, and I couldn't think what I do. It's not having drawers in the vanity, having all cupboard space. I hate it. Can't find things as easily. Anyway, I love my house, but That's just one little drawback. No, I can't see that. So I've got all these baskets in there and I've got to pull out each one, and we haven't got a top cupboard either. Yeah, the Band-Aids used to live in the top cupboard and they were easily found, but come here. Not in this house. Hopefully I'll put that, yeah. So I'll cut this down a little bit smaller, the white sparkly paper, so that looks like I've gone over the edge a bit there with that. I hope my eyes aren't too bad because I can see that. I'm just making sure I've got it the same way as I've got it on my sample, and I didn't even change the colour. I was going to, and I thought, no, because I know I probably won't like it as much as my colourway that I've got for this one. So what have I got in here? So these are cut from Stylish Stems. Well, I've only got two. Oh, because I'm using some vellum. Decide which vellum piece I want to use. And we're going to cut, where is it? We're going to stamp. Just put that, put a couple there so I can choose from them. So we're going to stamp with the wrong name. It's Splendid Thoughts and Splendid Stems. So I've already die cut these, so that's, can't pick it up of course. That's cut from this one. And I found this to work great for me, pairing these two together, because these are rather thick and these are, as you can see, rather thin. So Sending Hugs fits very nicely in that little half circle piece that you'll see. What am I doing? So stick it to the paper. That wouldn't be good, would it? And I need my Blackberry Bliss. Hope I'm positioned correctly. Hi Kerry, hi Debbie, hi Wendy, hi Denise. So there. And where's my... I'll just use a messy one, because I might do the inside and the envelope. Put these back where they go. Well, that dries a little bit, so sometimes with the darker inks, it's a piece of the leaf that's come out. Sometimes with the darker inks, takes a little bit to dry, and I don't want to smudge it. So decide what I want on the outside. You can do these don't really match up. I've just been using either one and just randomly stamping with the little, I don't know what you call them, little lots-a-dudes, shall we say, that look as though they should go in there, but you can't possibly match them up with, because it's not photopolymer. So I think we'll just do that. And then I think we'll just off on that and do the envelope. Saying to the girls at class the other week, I don't see any demonstrators in videos ever stamping off. And Di, who's fairly new, is she here tonight? Yeah, she said, why do you say that? I said, well, if you don't stamp off, you're going to get all that ink in your stamp and scrub. So I'm going to stamp that off. And I'm going to sort of try and match it up a little, but it's not going to match up. So we won't try too hard. I'm going to do the same thing on my envelope. Just do that. You could go again, but I think that's fine. And I'm not going to put anything on the inside. So I don't know who I'm sending that person. Sending this card to yet. And it's the reason why I've got this scruffy old, because I'm stamping off on there, and I'm not, and you'll see when I do this scruffy old thing, I'll still get more ink off it. Just saves you having to clean your scrub too often. Same here, stamp off, and I'll still get, see, clear as day, I'll still get that on there. I still like my chamois, but this fits in here, and it just gets a lot of ink off. Maybe I'm too fussy, I don't know, but that's just what I do. Okay, let's die cut that little sentiment with our little die. I might be able to just use my little machine. What do I do with it? Yep, it's under here. I nearly didn't go far enough in, did I? You probably can't see though. Yes, you can see that. Put in the centre and probably come back just a little bit. I'll use a bit of washi tape to hold that down. Don't want it to move. Put my top plate on. And away we go. Some room on the desk for it. Gently remove this. I'll stick these back on my machine until they get too ratty or I accidentally cut them or something. I can use them again then, but you do have to be careful because washi tape is meant to stick. Actually, one of our lovely demonstrators, a very helpful girl, Lou Kitzelman, showed on a video on our demo party planning. She showed these amazing cards and our new masking paper, and she had some calico, and I went looking and I've got some calico bags. It's very, well, some climates are more humid than others, and the masking paper, the Stampin' Up one, is very sticky. So if you've got, we can do it on your jeans or your jumper or anything, but if you've got anything with fluff or you've got pets, you might want to do that. So she had a bigger piece of calico than I had got there. I just remembered we had these little bags, so I went looking and I found them. I didn't know whether I kept them or got rid of them. So yeah, so I've got those out to use. So we might adhere our inside piece in. I just stuck that on. No, I thought I'd done it back to front, but I haven't. I've done it the same as my other card. Maybe I should have done it back to front so we could see. Not a back to front card, that's not what I mean. So just so that we could see what the difference might be. So I'm going to put that there, but I want the stems hidden, so I've just got to work out how this is pleasing to the eye. So I think maybe that one. Just got to work out with my bad eyes which is the right side of that. I think it's that side. I think. And this one here. This one on here. I think I had that over the top of that one so that it shows, and then I'm thinking that's maybe too big there. Yeah, I'm happier with that one, I think. So you can see how the two complement each other, and all I'm doing on the vellum is I'm just going to pop a glue dot just on the bottom of it. Let's, whoops, I messed everything up. Let's see if you can see that. You can a little bit, so let's just, it's got the others on top, so that's okay. They'll kind of hold it down. Do that kind of thing, and then did I mention that? If I did or not? I don't think I did. I think I just did glue. Just did multi-purpose glue. Where's my mat gone? Anyone else always lose their little mat? Oh, at least I don't lose it. I just misplace it, I guess, don't I? So I just put your glue. Just need a little bit. Don't need a lot. Might as well do this one while I'm there. Oops, make sure it's on the wrong side. That one on the right side. Or you could use your adhesive sheets. I always forget. And that was a lot of fussing around to have that how I wanted it to. So I'm just copying off my other one now. How did you get stuck on top of there? Because you're clever. I do there. I'll do that first too. Let's flip it over. So I just felt that was a bit, I don't know what you think, but it was just a bit too white. So I actually, that's purple. Purple. Maybe it'll do. I don't want purple. I'm going to pick up some blackberry. That's very purple. Maybe that colour would be better. That's some kind of red. Not sure what. Now, no, this is definitely blackberry. So I don't want it too dark. I did do this with kind of a water wash with a blend, but because the blends are alcohol and this is watercolour, it bled a little bit. So I don't think the lighter colours would bleed, but that one did. So that's why I'm changing to that method, just to add a little bit of colour, because just the blackberry would be too dark. Sometimes you just got to improvise till you get the right look. That on there, and on that one, looks like I have been using these little pearls like they're going out of fashion. They're in the annual catalogue. I really love them. I know that's white on white. I could change the colour if I wanted to, but I figure I'll just use a pearlised one on here. Just got to get it to go around the right way. And that, my friends, is all you need on there. Just the one pearl. Great for baby cards, great for any cards really. The little hearts, we've got some lovely embellishments. So yeah, that's that card all done with its envelope. Any questions? This is the one I did earlier. I won't take it out of the bag because it's exactly the same. And I'll show you where I started from and how I evolved. I don't know how come I get so many cards. There's my first one. So that was the first one I was telling you about. I just ink swiped, and I put sponged ink on those flowers, and I was just using those flowers. I wasn't terribly happy with that. Not terribly unhappy, but I wasn't terribly happy. Then I think this was the next one. That one, by the way, was Granny Apple Green. This was the next attempt. I used that paper. I'm not going to remember what it's called. It's in the annual book. It's got like a raised, that's soft succulent, and I've stamped on that with Evening Evergreen. I've did the same embossing folder technique with soft succulent ink. Just going to find that paper. There's our paper. Helps if you use the index. Paper and packaging. Specialty paper, 138. Hopefully it's there. It's called Brushstroke Specialty paper, and there's a Blushing Bride, Soft Succulent, and Night of Navy in that one. So that's what I've used to go across there. And I've just used the leaves out of that's the printed vellum. You can't see any print on there, so that's what I thought. It's not worth doing that. That was another, just same sort of design, just another one. I've done the opposite. I've done the white ink on there, same as I did tonight, and then I've done the green. You don't want to go too much, and actually I will point out, what did I do with those ones? There we go. That you can, this was swiping across with Evening Evergreen. See how messy it is. This one was another failure. That wasn't a 3D folder, so you have more luck with a 3D folder. Those ones can go in the bin now. So that's that one. So then, as you can see, I just kept playing until I was happy. Got notes on there, have I? It's not wanting to go in there. I'll make it go in there later. And then I tried Bermuda Bay because I was wanting to use this paper, and yeah, I wasn't real fussed on that one. It's okay, and I used my windows on there as well. And I thought, yeah, it's okay, but a bit so-so about that one. And then, because of all my experimentation, I ended up with, I thought, right, just do it plain and just do, that's our lovely ribbon behind that one. Should take it out of the bag so you can see, and that's the white on the Blackberry Bliss, like I did tonight. Just the only difference is I've used the smoky slate, and I've used that gorgeous white ribbon with the sparkle that I've forgotten the name of too. And I had this one cut as well, because I was trying all different ways to use it, and ways to use the split textures as well with it. I just thought, you know, just a few different ideas. So I probably didn't like that one as much either, but it's okay. It's okay. So, yeah. It's okay. So, thanks everyone for watching. Happy crafting. I'll see some of my ladies next Saturday. I'll see you guys Friday night before that. Hopefully I'll be all organised. I've done the bags. I've, as I said, cut up one set. So I'm looking to be organised fairly soon. I really appreciate you. It wouldn't be as much fun if nobody was watching, let's face it, would it? So hopefully I'll see you all next Friday night. Bye-bye, and have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.